Hi there, Andrea. So I'm happy to see that you've written these essays. Let's take a look right away, see what you had to say. Okay, should schools be more entertaining? Should they educate? Let's see what you had to say about this. Okay, according to some, the scholar environment should be more appealing and entertaining. You don't mean the scholar environment. That doesn't really work here. Instead, let's say the educational environment or the school environment, actually. That's probably the best way to say it. Not scholar. Okay. In contrast, other people state that the unique aim of schools should be to educate. In my opinion, entertainment would be an invaluable tool in the school setting. It would bring numerous benefits and help, careful with your typing, and help to provide students with a better quality of life and education. In this essay, I will provide examples from studies about the school learning process in order to support my points. Okay, it should be will here. I hope the reason for that is clear. You're not theoretically saying something. You're just announcing what you are planning to do. So it should be will. All right, firstly, it should be considered that entertainment... there's a word again. It's okay, you might be able to do it here, but I think I would actually prefer if you used is. Let's try it. It should be considered that entertainment is an important vehicle to convey information and culture, which are two main pillars of the educational process. Okay, so you're stating it more as fact this way rather than something hypothetical. Okay? And it makes your argument sound stronger. This is because entertainment creates in our brains preferential and faster pathways for the storing of new data. Numerous studies have indeed demonstrated that children who are educated in a relaxed and enjoyable school environment were more efficient in learning new information. Okay, therefore, what's the takeaway from this? Remember that we want to have some sort of a conclusion to your paragraph, which pretty much restates what you said in the first sentence. Okay. Moreover, it is also obvious that entertainment would lead to a better mood. I've said it already, which in turn would make children more keen to learn and accept education. Even if it would require sacrifices. Other recent what? Studies showed the correlation between a good mood and the grades of final year. Okay, other recent studies show the correlation between a good mood and the grades of final year, without the apostrophe S, exams in a well-represented cohort of secondary school students. Okay, again, what's the takeaway? What's the conclusion to all of this? Admittedly, it could be also true that sometimes a serious and austere atmosphere may be necessary for the teaching of some rules and respect to tutors. However, to my knowledge, there is no published evidence from controlled studies supporting this thesis. Okay, in conclusion, I personally think that a more entertaining setting in schools would surely be useful and beneficial for the entire process of education. Okay, so, Andrea, you've done some really nice things here. I like a lot of what I read in this essay. You have really nice examples. You have really nice evidence and support, and a lot of the things were written very well. I like a lot of the vocabulary used. Things like invaluable tool, learning process, faster pathways, the storing of new data. So a lot of this was really, really good. There are a couple of things, though, that I don't really like. First of all, you are more in favor of entertainment in school. Okay, that's pretty clear. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that the paragraphs dealing with this come last. They come closer to your conclusion. Okay, that's the way we write essays in English. We keep our opinion, the side that we agree with, for last. Okay, and anything which we want to talk about, which kind of opposes that in some way, goes to the beginning. So this little paragraph here should have gone up here. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that happened. Strange. Give me a second. Let me fix it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the first thing, the order of the paragraphs. You always talk about the side you don't agree with first, and then you talk about the side that you do agree with. Okay, then you probably have realized that we typically support a 4-paragraph structure. You've done 5 paragraphs, so that's the other problem. You've got these 2 paragraphs that support your thesis, and that's fine. But this, so, all right, let me tell you then what my other problem is. My suggestion to you would have been perhaps to put these in 1 paragraph, okay? Because they basically support the same idea. And then you could have had this on its own paragraph, like I said, though, here. However, check out what the problem is then. You've got a really unbalanced argument. So you've got these 2, or in this case now, 1 big paragraph talking about the benefits of this. And you've got this tiny little 3-line paragraph talking about the opposite side. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, so what? But it's not so what, because one of the things that the examiners look at is how well you have developed each of the sides. So, what I would recommend to you is either develop this side more, okay? Develop it more, or remove it, or somehow, what you could have done here is you could have then refuted this, which you sort of did, but you could have just developed it more. So you could have said that when students engage in an entertaining manner with their teacher, this provides an atmosphere of trust, and then this in turn leads to greater respect for the teacher, etc., etc., etc. Okay? But again, I probably would have wanted you to put it up here. So what I'm trying to get at here is, for me, the biggest problem with this essay is the coherence and cohesion. In other words, the structuring of your arguments, okay? I know I've said a lot of different things. I hope I didn't confuse you. I like that you did this, but you did need to develop it more if you're going to do it, and it also needs to come up here. That's the big takeaway. Okay, a lot of time on this essay, so let's go to the second one. Doing an enjoyable activity with a child. Okay. In this essay, I will do, okay, I would have preferred a more general statement. It almost sounds like you've gone into your thesis straight away. But before I make any kind of conclusions, let's just read it. In this essay, I will deal with the theory stating that, for a child, no comma here, performing enjoyable activities such as computer gaming or sports can foster the development of skills and creativity more than reading. In my opinion, it is undoubtedly true that doing enjoyable activities brings about more benefits for a child and leads to the development of creativity and peculiar, I don't know about this word peculiar, not such a good choice, active skills, which would be neglected by the sole activity of reading, which mainly involves passive skills and is usually done alone. Okay, how about this? Rather than starting in this essay, I will deal with, etc., etc. You could have just said, there is a theory stating that for a child, etc., etc. Okay, and then you could have gone with it, but this just felt to me like you phrased it as if it were a thesis statement, so I wasn't really crazy about that. All right, moving on. Firstly, performing entertaining activities such as playing with game consoles is to be considered a valuable tool for the development of numerous skills, both mental and social. This is because playing with home entertainment equipment trains active skills like curiosity, speculation, creativity, the ability to find a solution, and spatial awareness. This could be the case of numerous console games which induce the player to solve different types of problems in multiple scenarios. Moreover, social skills can also be enhanced with the use of modern network game platforms, which lead, to interaction between multiple players. Okay, what's the takeaway? So, therefore, etc., etc., etc. Secondly, other enjoyable activities such as sport activities certainly increase the development of physical abilities together with cognitive and social skills. For example, the game of soccer constitutes a setting in which the player has to train his body and to find or invent the best gaming strategy together with his teammates. Okay, develop it more. You can't just have a paragraph with 2 sentences, okay, unless it's like your conclusion. But here you really needed to say a little more. So again, like the takeaway, just think about the structure, the template from the course, and how you have to develop this essay a little more. You have to add more sentences to it, okay? Use some statistics, use, that's probably what's missing here for me. Maybe recent studies stated that ABCD, okay? And then that takeaway that we need, that kind of conclusion that wraps up the paragraph. Okay, so in conclusion, performing enjoyable activities brings about numerous benefits and promotes the development of numerous, careful. Try not to use the same word in the same sentence like that. Multiple benefits, okay? Numerous active and social skills in the life of children compared with reading, which mainly involves passive skills. Okay, fine. So for me, the biggest problem, Andrea, here is the task response. Okay, you didn't develop some of these ideas enough, so that's what I'd like you to work on. But a lot of the grammar is good. Again, a lot of the vocabulary, so a lot of nice elements to your writing. We just have to fix a couple of little things. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to correct these essays based on the suggestions in this video correction. You have to create an error correction list, which basically is just a list where you write the mistakes that were pointed out to you, and then next to that, what the suggested correction is. Send these back to us, both the corrected essays and the error correction list, and of course, send along your new essays as well. All right? Try to do all of this within the next 24 hours or so that you can really apply everything that you've been learning. Alrighty, so you've got quite a bit of things to do. We'll let you get to them. So good luck with your next writing assignment. I'm looking forward to seeing it.